Have you ever overcome a fear and you were so proud of yourself? I sure did. And I'm going to tell you all about it. I was just asked what my favorite color was several years ago, actually. And immediately I said, blue. Blue, it's a symbol of trust and confidence and loyalty and wisdom. You wonder why I wear blue a lot and my colors, hello, are blue? I'm Joyce Weiss, master coach known as Queen of Conflict Resolution. And I love blue because it reminds me of the sky. And I love photographing birds all over the world. Blue is also one of my favorite colors because I love the ocean. At least I do now. It wasn't always that way. A few years ago, some friends were going to be going to Bora Bora. And my husband and I decided to do this. And a lot of the trip was going to be snorkeling. So they all said that I could sit on the deck and either read a book or just relax while everybody snorkels. Well, those of you who know me, I don't just sit around and let life go by. I have to be part of the action. That's just who I am. So I knew I had to do something. Sound familiar? You got a fear and you got to do something with it. So I found a swimming coach in a swimming pool not near my home. I didn't want anyone to know about it. I had this huge fear of deep water. I never drowned. I was never overcome with a fear when I was a child. I have no idea where that came from. And for this story, it's irrelevant. So it took about 2 months. And this coach had me put a life jacket on step by step to feel comfortable in the water, which I did. And then she had me take off the life jacket in 10 feet of water. And I was fine. Then she put a snorkel on and she had to teach me how to snorkel. You got to breathe correctly. You don't want to choke with the water. Nobody knew. I didn't want my friends and relatives to hear about this because if I decided to go on the boat and I was too afraid to jump in that deep water, I didn't want them to say, oh, you took the lessons, you're okay. So the time came. I jumped in the water. And sure enough, the first time we went, it was so choppy and the waves were so high that the whole time I was hanging on to the boat. But my son, who is a snorkeler and a scuba diver, said, Mom, don't worry if that happens. Just get back up in the boat. There's going to be a calmer day. So I listened to Ron Weiss. And the next day I jumped in again. I was the last one to come out, not because they couldn't get me out, because I was afraid. Oh my gosh, I was swimming with shark. Yeah, they were baby shark. We followed a manta ray for about 20 minutes. The tropical fish. Do I have to say anything about the coral? So now the ocean is my friend. We've gone snorkeling in the Galapagos, obviously Bora Bora, the Barrier Reef in Australia. My life changed. I overcame that fear and I feel so great about it. So every time I wear blue, it's a symbol that if I could overcome that irrational, which many fears are, not all, that irrational fear of being afraid of deep water, what can I help and how can I help my coaching clients? So when my clients, they come to me many times for personal growth. So when they talk about a fear, I let them know that I can relate with them and I give them the shorter version. So when you think about your own fear, what is one small step For me, it was that life jacket, which of course I wore in the ocean, but in the pool, that first step was the life jacket. The next step, taking it off, then putting that snorkeling gear on. So I hope you enjoyed this story. I encourage you to send me or put in the comments below a fear you overcame and how proud you are. This is the time to say that, because overcoming fears, I don't care how old we are. And this is a great story to share with our kids too. If they're young and I don't want to go to school, the kids are going to like me, and share a fear that you had. So until next time, I'm Joyce Weiss, and remember, you get what you tolerate. And if you want more stories like this or research on fear, personal growth, go to joyceweiss.com, where you can sign up for my Kick Conflict to the Curb newsletter. It comes once a week, Tuesdays, 3 p.m. Eastern. Have a great week.